Hey everyone, Perry Osnes, Vice President of Legislative Affairs with Compeer Financial, providing an update for the week of September 24th. I want to touch on two issues here today, the Farm Bill and a trade update. Farm Bill, we're really up against the clock here, so to speak, in that the current Farm Bill expires Sunday, September 30th. While negotiators have continued to meet and talk over the last week, it appears unlikely at this point that they will reach an agreement in time to put a new farm bill in place by October 1st. So now the conversation is shifting to what happens next. Well, the reality is, in the short term, not a lot. Crop insurance, for example, is permanently authorized. The commodity programs that farmers signed up for this growing season still remain in effect. On the dairy side, the margin protection program is still in effect until the end of December. Short term, probably the only thing that will have an impact is the fact that USDA will unlikely be able to take sign up for programs like the Conservation Reserve Program, CSP, and a few others. It's not looking like they will do some sort of a short-term extension, rather try to continue to negotiate in October and perhaps into November, with the idea and the goal, I think, of getting a new farm bill passed by Congress probably sometime after the election in the lame duck session of Congress. Now on to trade. Let's talk about Canada and U.S. negotiations first. There's certainly a lot of urgency right now to have the U.S. and Canada and Mexico reach an agreement on a revised NAFTA 2.0 in advance of the new president of Mexico going into office on December 1st. So the U.S. and Canada are continuing to meet and to talk. The big issue for agriculture still remains the U.S.'s concerns over Canada's dairy supply management program, and to this point that issue has not been resolved yet, but hopefully they can reach an agreement on that soon and get something that can go to Congress here for their review and hopefully approval in the near future. As it relates to China, last week the U.S., as expected, did announce an additional $200 billion in tariffs on China exports into the U.S. China then retaliated with an additional $60 billion of tariffs on U.S. exports into China. And so certainly that whole trade issue has been elevated to the point that the talks this week that were scheduled between the U.S. and China in Washington, D.C. have now been postponed. On a related note, the Market Facilitation Program, which USDA announced a few weeks ago to help compensate producers affected by the tariffs, is in effect. One change that they announced last week is of interest to pork producers. The original program requirements stated that pork producers, to be eligible, have to list their hog inventories as of August 1st. But after taking another look at that, USDA has revised that now to allow pork producers to pick any time between July 15th and August 15th to indicate what their hog inventories are to be eligible for that assistance program, which should provide those eligible pork producers some flexibility to participate in the program. That's it for now. Look for more updates coming next week. Thanks for listening and have a great week.